2024 is right around the corner, and the new year for many means the beginning of their DJ journey. And for most, that means a new DJ controller. So let me go over my 5 things that you need to look out for when purchasing your first DJ controller. Now, the first thing you need to keep in mind, especially when purchasing your first DJ controller, is your budget. How much are you willing to spend on your first DJ controller? Now, luckily, there's some really good options at pretty much every price bracket for your first controller. Now, if you're looking for something around 200 bucks, a great option would be this djing FLX4 from Pioneer. A great controller. If you're looking for something around the $600 to $750 option, I might recommend something like the Numark Mixstream Pro or Mixstream Go. And if you're willing to spend $1,000 to $2,000, you have some great options such as the Rev 5 and the Rev 7 from Pioneer. Now, the second thing you want to keep in mind is which DJ software do you want to go with? And this is something you want to think of long term, as moving from one software to the other can be a bit of a headache, and each of them does have their strengths and weaknesses. Now, in the open format world, Serato pretty much reigns supreme, and in the dance music world, Rekordbox pretty much reigns supreme. And not to say that there aren't DJs that use both, or open format DJs that use Rekordbox and reverse, etc. Now, I like the FLX4, something like this, as a beginner because it allows you to use both Rekordbox and Serato, while their Pioneer DDJ Rev 1 only uses Serato. So this gives you the option of trying out both, and I think it's a really good option. As far as software goes, you really want to think of where you see your career going moving forward. Depending on if you want to use just USB sticks, you're going to go Rekordbox. If you want something that has way more features, you might want to go Serato. Just give it some time to think it out, because it's a really important question to ask yourself, especially if you plan on DJing long term. Now, the third thing you want to keep in mind when purchasing your first DJ controller is the kind of layout of the controller. Now, there's pretty much 2 different layouts. I would call one battle style and the other one club standard style. Something like the DDJ Rev 1, that would be more of your battle style controller that mimics turntables and a battle mixer, while something like the FLX10 mimics the club standard setup, where you would have a club standard style mixer layout in the middle and more of a CDJ setup for the decks. And I would pick a layout that kind of fits more of the style of DJing that you plan on doing. So take some time, do a little bit of research in the controllers in your budget, and figure out which style layout you think would be best for your style of DJing. The fourth thing you want to think about when purchasing your controller is its size. Do you want something a little bit more portable? You might want to go smaller. Do you want something that looks a little more professional? You might want to get something larger that looks a little bit more substantial. It really depends on your style and where you want to bring this controller, and when you want to show up to a gig, and how you plan on using the controller. Each price category has controllers in different sizes, so it's something you want to think about before you make your purchase. Now, the fifth thing you want to keep in mind when purchasing your DJ controller, and arguably the most important, is its output options. What kind of connections does it have on the back of the controller to connect to speakers for the crowd to hear? Now, the most professional is an XLR connection on the back of a controller. More of the budget-friendly options will just have RCA outputs on the back of the controller. But look around, every controller is different, and it really depends on your needs for the controller and what you plan on using it with. You might not need XLRs starting out, as you're just using some smaller monitor speakers at home, or you can plug it into some bigger speakers using RCAs. It really depends, but just keep it in mind, as you might want to use this controller and have it grow with you, so you might feel that you need those more professional connections to get louder and more clear sound out of bigger speakers. It's just something to think about, and really depends on how long you plan on keeping this controller on your DJ journey. So those are the 5 things that I would keep in mind before purchasing my first DJ controller. And to all the new DJs out there, congratulations on beginning your DJ journey. It's so much fun and super rewarding. Now, if you're looking for more DJ related content, go ahead and click on the videos right here. These are related videos that YouTube thinks you may enjoy and stuff that you might find useful. And until then, catch you guys in the next one.